They raped young girls and burned houses. In Kilwa, they burned the entire village and killed most of the inhabitants.
They refers to the Ugandan rebels of the LRA, the Lord's Resistance Army. In recent months, they have increased their attacks on villages in the Otwele in the northwestern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. These extremely violent attacks have left dozens of dead and wounded. The latest attacks occurred in Faraje, a town of 25,000 in the far northeast of the DRC, and in Duruma, close to the border with South Sudan. An MSF team reached those sites not long after the attacks to treat the wounded on site and to refer the more serious cases.
I think most of the wounded we treated, at least the seriously wounded, were people the LRA fighters left for dead. That's what we think, bearing in mind what we saw a few days later in another town, Durama, northwest of Dungu. There it was even worse, approximately 600 dead. That's the current estimate. And again, not many wounded there either. So clearly they're killing people fairly methodically, using hatchets and machetes with blows to the head. So it's pretty much the same thing.
The population is terrorized. According to the UN, 537 people have been killed since September, with more than 400 kidnapped. Some 115,000 are believed to have fled following these attacks.
People are very frightened. They're leaving their villages and hiding in the bush, or they're sending their children away because of well-known risks of kidnapping. Now it appears they're even killing children first. Our strong impression is that they're carrying out executions, massacres, organized on a large scale.
MSF has been working in the Otwele since October. First, we treat those wounded in the attacks, which are difficult to predict, before going on to evaluate the needs in a context that continues to worsen. In North Kivu, the calm that followed the ceasefire has allowed our teams to resume their activities. There have been fewer admissions to Rutshuru Hospital. 150 patients arrive weekly. This reduction is partly due to the fact that the displaced are now able to return to their villages. However, insecurity persists. In Nyanzale, since the end of December, an average of 30 victims of sexual violence has been treated every week. In the Kaina region, the calm has been punctuated by fighting with heavy weapons. Over a 2-day period, conflict between the Congolese army and several Mai Mai militias blocked our mobile team's operations at 3 displaced person sites. Once calm was restored, the teams were able to reach and treat 9 wounded people.